Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. I'm currently away in the Spanish islands, staying in some nice little apartment. It's all right, it does the job for now. I want to talk about Money Printer. This was a coin that I shared to you guys a few days ago. There was a bit of madness going on with the bubble maps. And I just wanted to bring you an update, show you what's going on now. Because I think since this, because if you click on the nodes, you can see now it's a little bit more better distributed than what it was before. So bubble maps, by the way, not financial advice, educational purposes only. If you're going to invest in this, put you can afford to lose. No one's forcing you to buy anything. You don't have to buy this coin if you don't want anything else. Let's go put that, because people get funny, man. Cause some drama in my flipping VIP group. Anyway, 200k cap for Money Printer. For those that are new, Money Printer, I can only see it as a hedge against the traditional money, the traditional fiat system. This is like a hedge against it. And what I like about it is this right here, this Jerome Powell, right? The whole money printer thing. He's quite a meme in itself. If you come onto Google and just search Jerome Powell money printer, you'll see a lot of this, a lot of it. And this is a very popular meme in itself, like a little Easter egg as part of the project. But what it represents is a harder form of money that cannot be printed so easily, because this has a fixed supply, and we know that in crypto, 1 billion supply. That's it. You're never going to get more than 1 billion tokens, and that's what I like about this. And on top of that, because is it EU? Somewhere in the EU, one of these countries are printing more money already. And this is what I like about this, because every time you hear about countries or the dollar, whatever it is, start printing more money, this could absolutely move and go up with it, because it shows it as a hedge. It's like there's constant printing, constant quantitative easing, as they call it, right? So I did like this. The big thing that was the biggest worry for me was obviously the bubble maps. But I got to tell you, in the space of a few days, from me sharing the video from then to now, it looks like it's had its sort of, mad move up. The big sellers have, sold out a little bit now. It looks more evenly distributed. And this is what you want to see. Okay, you got some wallets that are, some people put it in a few wallets because they don't want to hold it. There's a tiny bit here. But it's not massive is what I'm saying. And that's what I like. So from when I shared my last video, it was like this. Had a huge rise up. And then it came down, right? I'll just bring it small like this so you can see. So, I feel like that was what was needed to actually get this project to a level where people can probably say, you know what, now I feel comfortable to maybe grab some of this. And we're talking a 200k cap. That's a nice balanced cap. Look at this, the holders in the space of that time as well. There's almost 500 holders. So this has grown quite quick. From my last video, if you check my last video, it's grown quite quick. And I think that it's not going to slow down. I think Money Printer take a look at the website. One of the best sites that I've seen when it comes to using some form of money as a hedge against the government and the constant printing. When they print lies, we mint new highs. And this video here, fine example of how and what they're doing, how they're printing money all the time. Governments should not be able to do that. Can you imagine if you found a printer, or your printer at home? You just started printing some flipping dollars. Your printer doesn't let you do it. It starts to tell you that you can't do it if you try to print anything to do with money, because they got their little thing on every single printer. They got to HP and all these guys saying, yeah, no, you got to put stop in it for people printing money. But they're allowed to do it, and they think it's acceptable. Quantitative easing. Don't give me that nonsense. So now you have ticker symbol money, a hedge against the whole system entirely. Let's come down here and read this real quick. So money is the meme of 2025, built for the era of the endless printing. It flips the system on its head. Every time they fire up the presses, the chart moves, fiat loses value, which is true, and money gains momentum. So I think that if you was to ever see or hear Jerome Powell or anyone else talk about that they're printing more money to solve the debt problem, watch how this moves. Because now this is out there, people ain't going to forget this token. And I think that it can really cause some spark in the market. I think it has mad potential. Being at 198k cap, I think this can move. I think this has up to 1,000x potential. I think anyway. Well, 10x from now goes to 1.9 million market cap. 100x return goes to 19.8 million market cap. That's 100 times your money. where $1,000 turns to 100 grand. So 1,000x goes to 198 million, just shy of 200 million market cap. And when you look at the CoinGecko, right, or CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, when you look at these, when you look at like the projects that are out there, you know, XRP, look at some of the memes, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu and all that stuff, you don't actually have a project right here, right now, in the top 50, in the top 100. You don't have, I mean, you've got DeFi stuff, but you don't actually have a project that actually resembles or represents a token that can be strong against the money printing. A hedge like this. You don't have any project like that. So because of its uniqueness, I think that it could stand tall and it could really elevate up there. And the ticker's powerful. Money. It's so powerful. Just money. That's it. And people always say the word money. I'm buying new money. I need more money. I'm going to do this with my money. It's powerful, man. This is why I'm saying to my patrons, don't underestimate this project. Because I think there's going to be huge moves for this in the future. But that's my personal opinion. We'll see what happens. It all depends on the project, what they do and everything else, right? So even though I think it can do well, it all depends on what the developers do, what the founders do, and all that stuff. Because if they ain't doing their part, then how can it move, right? Look at this. They got a US debt clock here, which shows, well, they take this from another site. I've seen it before. But it shows all of the countries and how much debt they're in. This is how clean this site is. It starts off with a catchy Easter egg right up here, which is a meme in itself. It comes down, shows you how they're printing money, and then it shows the debt clock as well, just to show you how much this world's in debt and how much they keep printing. Look, every day, look, right now, I'm going to zoom in. Look, another 20,000, 40,000. Look, every time this one right here goes up, look, when it gets that 6, another 100,000, another 100,000. Another 100,000. They're just printing 100,000. Another 100,000. Look, they're printing another 100,000. Another 100,000. Look, they're printing another 100,000. That's disgusting, man. How can you keep... Look, another 100,000 and another 100,000. That's another... When you think of it like that, that is disgusting. Do you know how hard it takes for someone to make 100 grand? The average person, another 100,000, it would take someone maybe 5, 10, 15 years to make that kind of money. That's after you paid your bills, your rent and everything else. And this is why this project is strong, because it shows you that this is no joke. Like the money that keeps getting printed is a joke. Like they think they can just print it just like that, like it's nothing. Now you have a hedge. Now you have a project that is hedging against it. Right now, and it's only a 200K cap. You are so damn lucky. The most optimal buy for any project is under 300K. And if you can grab this under 300K, my gosh, steal of a buy. When this gets to 15 million, that'll be your last chance for an optimal buy. Because if this surges to the billions, that's it. You missed the opportunity after 15. Well, you still make money after 15 million, but most of the gains have been made. So I'm going to leave it here. There's a fine opportunity right now, I think, to stack up on something that cannot be printed. And it works great across the whole thing because, that's what this is about. This is all about money. It's all about, the hedge and the system. And it's all about that. It's all about the fear, constant. Yeah, man. Guys, thanks for watching. Become a patron. The link is in the info section. If you liked this, drop the like and subscribe. Let me find my stuff. I got 7 tiers. Take your pairs. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. Let me show you this one here. This one. It unlocks all my posts. So you'll see when I'm buying, selling, staking, all that stuff. I don't even stake that much anymore. Might have to unstake some more stuff, I got loads of different tiers, so choose which one's best for you, right? It goes right back. I'll show you some more, look, you see? And further back. So my next tier above, which is my CEO tier. Hold on, don't want to show Satoshi. Something else. So CEO tier gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. It's a powerful network. There's some great people in there. They're kind. They know how to help people. They know how to make money. There's millionaires in the group. There's successful traders. There's people that understand trends. They're getting in on memes. They're 4-5x in pretty much every day. I keep seeing it over there. But it is risky, and they're playing with highly speculative stuff. So if you're going to F with that stuff with them, you best put what you can afford to lose. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Where's this gone? I like this. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Never be defeated.